war never changes.
Whether you're just coming back to Fallout 4 after a long break or you're brand new to the game, you may want a few choice weapons to tackle the wasteland in style. So today we're going to be taking a look at how to grab some of the most powerful weapons in the wasteland at level 1 so you can turn everything that you come across into fertilizer for your tomato tree. So let's fire up this newfound Pip-Boy and get after it. The first stop you can make very early on is the robotics disposal ground, which as you can see from the map, it's about a 9 iron away from your starting location at Vault 111. Not only can you grab a free fusion core from the military chest, but you can also secure the Fat Man launcher, which can be found on the back of a junked car which is on the west side of the grounds. You can also grab the mini nuke ammo, which is just outside the main entrance behind a stack of tires near the rusted car. After picking up the mini nuke, if you take a quick jog to the southeast, you'll notice a crashed vertibird, and standing outside of it is a starter set of T-45 power armor. So if you want to pop in the fusion core and roll with what you got, you can, or you can just park it back at Sanctuary and add to it once you find a couple more pieces. Next, we'll head over to the East Coast where you'll find Salem, which is a bit of a hike but worth it in the long run since you'll want a rifle that can reach out and touch someone so you can maintain long-distance relationships. Towards the back end of Salem, you'll run into the Rook family house, where Barney Rook surrounded the house with electric fence and is firing at Mirelurks from an elevated position on the top floor. As you can see, you'll need to make your way over the fence and head up a few flights of stairs to meet Barney, and you could do his quest if you want, but with limited starting ammo and a 10mm pistol, the fastest way to your prize is to put a few bullets in him and grab the keys to his bunker as well as his trusty hunting rifle, Reva. After stripping Barney of all his loot, you can head back to the first floor where you'll need to unlock the basement hatch underneath the staircase. After entering the basement, there are a few things that you can loot, but what you're really after is in the back room, where you'll be able to get your hands on Reba 2, which is a unique hunting rifle that does 50% more damage against Mirelurks and bugs, which is super useful when clearing coastal areas and facing down Mirelurk queens. For the next few weapons, you're gonna need some quick cash in your pocket, and really the fastest way to do that is to head back to Sanctuary and head to the root cellar where you can grab a few gold bars that are right on the floor. There are a few other useful items down here, but we'll just take the gold for now and maybe some mac and cheese. To double down on your money, you'll need to bend some game mechanics and glitch some duplicate gold out of your existing fortune. If you drop the gold on the ground, enter build mode, and hover over it and press square X and circle within a split second of each other, it'll open up both the scrap and the store window at the same time. You'll know you did it right when you hear the scrap window sound effect, and then you can just hit X and say yes to store the gold. If you did it correctly, when you return to the workshop, all your gold will be broken down into its raw form, and it doubles every time you duplicate it. So you can just rinse and repeat this process until you have around 3,000 to 4,000 gold, and you can really scrap any resource like steel, silver, or wood, but gold isn't only worth more, it weighs less as well. As you can see from the controller footage, the method that I like to use is just to slide my thumb across square X and circle, but if that's not really working for you, you can also press square and then a split second later press and hold the circle button, and without letting go, just hit accept on both windows. The next weapon on the list can be found by traveling southeast to the Covenant compound, which can be easily entered after answering a few mandatory entry questions with some interesting responses. After gaining entry, you can go right over to Penny Fitzgerald's shop to buy one of my absolute favorite weapons in the game. There is sometimes a glitch where the door to the shop is locked, and if that's the case, you can just rest till 8 AM and follow Penny in as she's opening up. Once you barter with her, you can grab Justice, which is a unique combat shotgun that has a chance to stagger targets on each hit, which can easily bring down something with a giant health bar or be used to shoot your way out of a crowd. Next, we'll pop over to Vault 81, where you'll need to either have a decent charisma to talk your way in via dialogue options, or in this case, I just quick saved before attempting the speech check and reloaded it until I passed. Once inside and finishing up some dialogue with the Overseer, you'll need to make your way to the elevator and then down to the Vault store where you can swap your mountain of gold for one of the best weapons in the game. The Vault Commissary is just to your right after exiting the elevator, and inside the store you'll want to speak to Alexis Combs. Alexis actually has a few interesting things you can buy, but what you're really after here is the Overseer's Guardian, which is a unique combat rifle that shoots 2 rounds for the price of 1. And with an armor-piercing automatic receiver, the extra projectiles make it way easier to kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Another unique weapon that you can pick up in the same vicinity is the submachine gun Spray and Pray, which is sold by Cricket, who's a wandering merchant that can be found right outside Vault 81. If she's not there, you can rest in a bed in one of the nearby shacks until she makes her way to the area. This particular submachine gun shoots explosive rounds, doing an additional 15 points of area effect damage, and with this small arsenal of amazing weapons, you'll be ready to tackle anything in the wasteland. So until next time, stay safe out there, and as always, good hunting.